Hi everybody, it's Rob. Okay, so we've spoken about places to get niche ideas from, and I wanted to just kind of run through some of the niche options here just to get your thinking going. It's by far nowhere near the kind of detailed niches that I can cover or that exist. Let's go there. It's kind of what I just did straight out of my head, sort of. You've got to remember that there's such a thing as sub-niches and sub-sub-niches and things. So to give you an idea on that, health alone, no, let's go with diet. Diet alone is a huge thing. Then you can do diet and health combined. So now we're talking about probiotic type diets, and then you can go on and do probiotic type diets, recipes, and whatever it is. You can keep going down and down and down, and the further down you can go and still find searches or potential markets within that, the better off you're going to be. Okay, so now I know it sounds a bit weird, but remember this. I'm presuming you have fibromyalgia or another issue that makes it hard for you to work all day, and you're needing something that works well and that works quickly. I believe it's far better to have a tiny little website of 30 pages that are very, very well built, that are targeting a specific type of e-bike or wheelchair or chairlift for stairs at your home, right? That you making sure you're getting almost instant and guaranteed rankings for that, rather than going all out for a big, huge authority site. However, if you got more energy and you don't mind, you can afford to wait longer for your income, you can cover a bigger area, and all those aids that I spoke about, in other words, e-bikes and wheelchairs and chairlifts, you can bundle them all onto a single authority site and go out and call it electronicallythereforyou.com, or whatever it is, machinery, health aid, machine aids. I'm not sure what you'd call it. Sorry, my bad to try and even start to think of that. But yeah, you can go for a blogging or an authority site on that, and go bigger. Equally, as far as sub niches go, you can do it as pure affiliate marketing. So all you're doing is reviewing just those stair lifts. But if there's only 2 available out there, you can only do a few reviews. And that's when you're down in your sub niche. You do the 2 or 3, you review the 2 or 3 popular or the best ones that you can earn affiliate commission on, and then after that you just talk about whatever the word is, where you are immobilized or have limited mobility and all of that, and you track down surveys and stories that you can write that makes it worthwhile. Okay. So I need you to think about the fact that a great big huge niche just taking on diet, don't do that. You're going to be tangling with people with hundreds of millions in dollars in ad spend and stuff, and you're going to hopefully think that you can't know. But it's okay. In that, I'm going to go over this again and again and again inside of the authority site training or the blogging training or the affiliate marketing, the e-commerce training. All along, I'm going to tell you, stop. Don't go big. Target small. So choosing your niche, you have to learn to niche down. It's so important, and I hope I tell you that more in here. I really hope I have. Yeah, look, I'm keyword traffic, big niche or drill down. Okay, so I'm gonna go down for it. I'll tell you more about it. Okay, so let's go through the ideas now. Right, health, diet, and fitness are all cool. Take care. I've spoken about this before. Your money or your life. So that's actually called a YMYO niche areas. They're okay. But you've got to know and understand that if you tangle with those, you need to be an authority in it. You need to have preferably, or keep telling people, I'm not an authority, but the embarrassing niches here all very often fit into health areas. In other words, somebody who's got pimples on his penis is not going to, and looking to find a solution, not wanting to tell the world about it. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Whatever they are, back acne, it's things, there's lots of things, hemorrhoids, they're all embarrassing enough. But it's the really embarrassing ones that people don't want to even tell their doctor, because their doctor knows their wives, that they go online to find a solution. But equally, others, so we're back to health, are things like tinnitus. So let me tell you here, the health, diet, fitness, those items are strong in ClickBank. They're pretty strong in the CPA market, so the offer vault people. But it's also pretty cool, all of those, for your own courses, for and even membership sites. I mean, if you're going to have a diet or fitness thing, it's the kind of thing that works for membership websites. So you don't have to just, and by the way, print on demand, all of them, they all work great for that. Right, wealth, real estate, and internet marketing are all about money, and all of them are very, very powerful. Technically, I'm in the internet marketing field here, but I've coupled it with a health thing because it's with debilitating illnesses. I don't like pure internet marketing as a training thing. I'm not the person. I prefer helping people with a problem make money online through my skills that I can teach you about internet marketing. I'm not this kind of, and I hopefully you understand that this is a good comment I'm making, but I'm not this like totally insanely passionate about tweaking the tiniest little details of the internet marketing. And yes, sometimes those details can affect your sales by a percentage point or 20. I'd rather just make sure you get started and start making money. Making money already. Once you're making money, you've got freedom from stress, you've got freedom from monetary issues, you've got mobility and time. Money helps you make more money. Then you can put your hand out for me and say, Rob, lovely that you've got me this far. Now show me those guys that tweak and do things down to the tiniest nth degree, and I'll send you to them. Those are often good internet marketers. By the way, I will be sending you to lots of people. I'm not ever going to tell you that I'm the best e-commerce person. There's certain things that I'm really bad at. Paid advertising, I've yet to kind of crack it, if that's the word. Organic search, niche research, keyword research, site building, all of that's really cool. I can do that, affiliate marketing, etc. No problem at all. But there are certain things like paid advertising where I'm going to tell you my bad and move along, Okay. Love, advice, dating, I would tell you to avoid pretty much all of them. Advice is different. And I presume we're not talking about DIY. No, that's down here. I don't know if that fits into this coaching, life coach thing. I have to be honest, I've got huge issues with that. I get it. I understand. I'm not the kind of person that looks at somebody with, well, perfect proof is fibromyalgia, where other people think that if you've got fibromyalgia, you're just lazy. So, if somebody's got a drinking problem, I get it. It's real. You don't have a drinking problem because you wake up in the morning and think, I'm going to start drinking, until it causes a problem in my life. No. So those that have it, they know about it. They understand it. It's not up to me to judge them. I've got enough stupid things that I do, and a drinking problem is stupid. But it's not up to me to say you shouldn't be smoking, vaping, drinking. I've got no idea. Whatever those lists are. And a huge amount of it all comes down to psychological issues. Problems that have. Well, my fibromyalgia is an issue created from crime and fear. And part of why I'm feeling better this week is we had a good holiday. My stress levels are low. I'm feeling great. Well, no, better. Let's go there. And so in a way, coaching works for that. And so I don't want to go on about a long lecture about this, but there are millions and millions of people that need coaching. My complaint that started all of this was that very often somebody will do a coaching course and think that they're good at coaching because they've done it and they realize that it worked for them. And they feel that everybody should get help because it worked for them. It doesn't always work for everybody. And I know coaching don't try and coach me. Teach me to do something, yeah. Don't try and coach me. It's a different thing. Okay, so embarrassing niches I've covered. That's bad stuff. Back acne, bad breath, stinky feet, whatever it all is. Expensive hobbies, really cool. There's some of those that are potentially great. Doesn't matter whether it's, toy trains. Very, very expensive. My son's got four-wheel, radio-controlled cars, good, high-quality stuff, hobby, and it's cool. Over the weekend, we were watching guys paraglide. So, paragliding? No, I'm not sure if paragliding. No, paragliding. Hell, when you're on a surfboard with a kite in the sea. Sis Rob for no brain working there. So anyway, but it's easy to do the hobbies, but don't do it if you don't have a clue. I know nothing about fly fishing, so I'm not going to bother doing fly fishing. Fishing itself, that falls under hobbies more than expensive hobbies, maybe. I could probably do a membership site on fishing because it comes with all sorts of other things, camping and things, So, yeah. So, look into expensive hobbies. In fact, actually look for lists of expensive hobbies. Google it, expensive hobbies, and then look at the list, and then go and check if there's products on Amazon, and courses on ClickBank, and how-tos, and even the actual hobby places. They very often have got a website that let's take this thing, I don't know if you call it a hobby, but Rolex watches. There's a couple of places that pay really cool commissions for if you can put affiliate commissions, if you can find a person looking for a watch in touch with the person selling a watch. Right, then there's the passions that are obvious. Dogs, horses, gaming. It doesn't matter if it's seahorses, sharks. People that are passionate about it will always search for, frequent, and love what you do. These kind of passion places are great to get traffic from social media, and then you'd send them to your print-on-demand sites, your blogging, whatever they are. So there's lots of things in there. Survival falls into the same thing. Video marketing works very well for survival, as does the dogs and horses, and even the expensive hobbies, I guess. But embarrassing, you can't do easy video marketing there. You don't want to show pimples all over YouTube. Actually, I think they do, and that's just gross. Anyway, survival, cool. There's a lot of survival type, and you can go for like end of the world is coming, build me a bunker type survival, or you can go for, and I probably haven't put it in here at that, but you could simply go for survival, meaning more like, living in the wild, extreme camping, like camping in the snow. There's lots of things like that have all comes with, special knives and axes and gear that you can get commissions on, or you can put together a course that, pay me $35 and I'll teach you how to, or pay me $100 or $1,500 and come to my course, with three weeks in Alaska. So there's ways of doing all of that. I put organic in here, and of course my mind immediately goes towards Google, but organic is a health thing, but it's a huge niche from all of those, what do you call those things, herbs and oils, essential oils. It's all massive. So anything like that, the teas, very, very, very strong, and organic foods, obviously. Travel, making money with travel in the travel niche, I love it. It is popular. You have to, I think with the travel niche, you have to do sub-niche and sub-niches. There's all sorts of things. Cheap airline tickets, pet friendly places, twitchers, bird watchers, just B&Bs in an area, or just what to do in a specific area. So if there's a very popular tourist place, yeah, like Paris is an obvious one. So you literally start at what to do in Paris. Now, be careful. That one is a very, very bad example in that it's very likely extremely competitive. So, what to do in Jamaica. I was there this week. I must say that I didn't research it properly. We weren't there that long. But if I was going to be there for a 3-week holiday, I'd want to know what else I could do. And it's not just the 10, swim with the dolphins, come and see the aviary things. But I was told by taxi drivers and things that I can't go and do trailer hire and then go from caravan park to caravan park or campsite to campsite. Apparently they don't even exist. So obviously make sure you know what you're doing, but people would want to know that. So yes, your travel, take care too. If you were just talking about campsites in a country where campsites in Zimbabwe, is there a lot of affiliate marketing there? I doubt it. Are there hotel commissions? Maybe, but they weren't campsites. So now you'd have to monetize from a different way, and that would probably go under survival. Oh, wow, bulletproof vests. Oh, that's a joke. Not bulletproof vests. Zimbabwean people aren't out to take out tourists. But yeah, there's more information that you could sell. You could actually put together, tip books, just short little PDFs, 10 pages. But to do all of that, now I'm referring to the specific Zimbabwean example, you'd better be experienced at it. Don't make it up and don't just think you can research it and it's enough. That's the kind of thing. For people to believe you, you've got to have photographs of you on the ground, meeting the munas in the area. You've got to be doing the people. You've got to speak to chiefs and custom people. You must bring proof to your travel stories. Other things that are cool are putting together tour suggestions. So let's take an extreme one, because I doubt you're going to get a lot of traffic on this. But, right across Africa, Cape to Cairo. Seems like a great idea, yeah? Maybe it'll work, but Route 66 would be an obvious, through the USA. Or doing a fall or an autumn, depending on where your version of English, trip across Canada, with all the trees and the beautiful autumn and fall colors. So you could put that kind of thing together, a safe winter travel, where you kind of really get real snow and snow drifts, but you're not likely to, get stranded and die. Put those together as a tour proposals and put together 5, 10, 20 of them over time, to where it becomes a bucket list. And you just call them bucket list tours or something, and there's a very high chance that you'd get a very, very big following from that. Obviously, you must plan your tours to where you can get commissions from the hotels in the area, etc., the car hires, the airline flights, whatever it all is. Okay, mommy. I immediately want to say mommy blogging, and mommy blogging is a thing, and it's really, they call it mommy blogging, but it's really an authority site or just a blog. And very often it's just affiliate marketing that they're doing to make money. But the point is that the subjects of mommy blogs are all cool. It's the obvious. Make money online is a popular mommy blog one. Mommy bloggers do travel blogs, but they're still mommy bloggers. Others are children-related things. So, in other words, child safety, child education, educational toys, DIY things, crafting to do with kids, terrible twos. There's millions of mommy or mom-related or family-related items that you could talk about, blog about, you could even have it as membership sites. Hairstyles, there's so many, you've just got to keep digging and digging and digging, and they're in there. So there's lots and lots of options with any of motherhood or parenting or children related stuff. Now, I've written addictions here. Rehab is probably really what I wanted to put. Rehab is a very, very, very strong commission niche because the rehab places are expensive and they pay a good commission. So you need to kind of check it out. It's a very hard thing to for me. It's not hard. It's hard for me to make you understand that you can't just talk about that rehab. You got to talk about the problems related to the addictions that cause them to need rehab. And so when somebody's searching for how to stop my husband, I've got no idea. Drinking, I guess, or kicking off opioids. I can't even think of the words. Heroin. Let's just go with heroin. So, my husband, I think my husband's on heroin. How do I, that kind of thing. You've got to become a therapist. So in my opinion it's okay, rehab. But if you're a kind of a cynical person that's like, what? Just stop it. I don't suggest you go into that. But if you've got empathy, emotional EQ, you'll be just fine. It's a good niche to be in, and there's good commissions. And how you then pare it down in the end to where you maybe just refer them to products that are alternates to help them come off of the addictions, or both. But ultimately, I think you'd be putting together good advice, courses, clubs, equivalent of AA. And most importantly, sending them to the rehabs at the end of it all. Right, self-help and DIY, two different things actually, but let's just call it self-help would be how to, give up stuff, how to grow things, how to fix cars and paint walls and build stuff. Very powerful. The DIY is similar, do it yourself, so they do kind of cross over. Most of these, a huge amount of them will end up with affiliate commissions from places like Amazon, but there are courses and things put together and very good ones on places like ClickBank. Again, only do that. It's like crafting. Only do it if you know it. I could probably enjoy doing it because it's the kind of thing that I'm forever looking at myself. But make sure that there's keyword research, buyer intent. Here we go. It doesn't help you go and find a website as proof, right? So you do what I teach you to do. You do keyword research, you do niche research, you track, and then you find one and you say, check this site out. They've got 1 million visitors a day. And you think, whoa, I'm going to be rich. But actually, all they're going in there is to check the time or the weather or something, which, of course, is a really bad example. But for what I'm talking about, self-help and DIY. So, careful. Be careful there. But, because, it's a bit like crafting. There's a huge volume of people who don't actually want to pay. They're looking for the freebies. They're looking for videos. It's like cooking and recipes too. People do pay for them. But I mean, come on, seriously, are you going to go and pay for a cake recipe? No, you're not. You're going to go to YouTube, look up whatever it is, lemon meringue pie, a cake, and you're going to go and look it up and follow their steps. There's going to be a free version, and it'll be a good one too. But now, if you're serious about leaky gut syndrome and probiotic stuff, there's a very high chance that you will pay for that cookery book or that series of recipes where it's focused entirely on that. So yeah, self-help DIY. Right, I'm already on 23 minutes. I don't want to kind of go on forever on this one, so let's jump. Shopping, clothing. Oh, sorry to interrupt myself. I love interrupting myself. I'm very good at it. Any of these that I've covered or haven't covered in enough detail, you are welcome to try to get hold of me. I don't always respond in hours. I used to. Sometimes, well, here's proof. I've been away for an entire week. Today's the first time I'm online for a week. But I'll get back to you and ask me to say, Rob, please, embarrassing niches or let's say tinnitus, is there a market for it? And if I don't have many inquiries, I'll happily help you and post it. The answer, you don't get a private answer, by the way. It has to be something that I'm happy to put up on the website as an example of what you were looking for. So the negative is that if you've told me something that you think is clever and nobody else is doing, and here I am putting it up for hundreds of other people to see on my site, you might not want to do that. But at the same time, at least I can help you through it. I'll even explain to you this, by the way, if I ever do that, and I'll talk about tinnitus on a blog post on the site. Even if 10,000, no jokes, let's start with 1,000. Even if 1,000 people see it, there's a very slim chance that anybody will actually pick up on it and take it properly. So don't worry about that. As long as you do it and do it properly, there are already people in the tinnitus niche. A couple other people reading about it as a potentially good one or not. I'll tell you the truth about it. Okay, so jump back down to shopping, clothing, decor, etc. All of those are absolutely fantastic for print on demand, for Amazon, for Etsy, for Shopify stuff. They're all good niches. Take care. I should shut up. I bought one called Canadian Goose. Turns out it's a brand and it's not for sale on Amazon. I bought it because it was Canadian Goose Apparel or something.com. It was my bad, it was an expired domain, but it was a mature domain. That's not the word. Sorry, brain fade. But anyway, so it was a good buy. But if those Canadian Goose people, it was their real product on Amazon. Turns out it's fakes, and those Canadian Goose people don't have an affiliate thing. So now I've got a domain that I can't do much with, and pity, because it's really cool. It's extreme cool parka type jackets and stuff for cold weather. It would have been brilliant. And now I've got to think about whether I should just, trash the $10 or whatever it cost me, or $15, and let it die, or contact Canadian Goose and say, look, I'm going to keep the domain, I'm going to promote other people's parkas, but I'll keep telling them, you're looking for Canadian Goose, don't buy from Amazon, they're not original. Something like that. It's a little bit of a touchy subject. Watch out for brands, for Disney and stuff. Don't go there. Don't make an entire website on Purple Rain and Prince and print t-shirts and caps like crazy. They're going to take you out, guys. It's their brand. You're not allowed to do that. Okay. Don't tell me people do it. They do. They're all, they're stealing. So don't do that. Okay, but shopping, clothing, decor, huge market. The fact that it's $1 trillion online thing, people are buying the thing. Well, we were at the hotel this week now, 2 days ago already. Or was it yesterday already? My wife was photographing the labels on the pillows. Like, I've got to get these. These are the best pillows ever. Where does she want to buy them? Online. So she immediately Googles that brand and that size of pillow, and off she was. Shopping from her bed in the hotel to be able to match that hotel or the hotel's cushions. And she did good. She tracked them down, and she also found out they were expensive. That's all fine. But can you see? A huge shopping market, clothing, etc. online. Some things not, but I can't tell you. Niching down. Antique wedding dresses. You know what I mean? It just doesn't stop. There are huge ones. With any of those, people, please do your keyword research so carefully. Don't ever stop. Make sure that you're not starting a business. I feel so guilty if I have not told you 100 times. Take care. Don't battle with the big boys. There's big boys out there. These guys are making $1 million a month, and lots of them, not just one or two, hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of them. And they're all on your niche. In other words, in your niche, some of them, and you're going to think, yay, here we go, woohoo! No. And then after a year of building your website, it's going to kind of fade and die, and you're going to say, that Rob guy had no clue what he was doing. No, I do. I definitely know what I'm doing. I just need to try to make sure that I get it across to you. Okay, crafting, I repeat, I already said, take care, because crafting has a lot of freebie seekers, but it is massive, absolutely massive. I'm a crafting addict, so I can't tell you anything other than I've done 20 crafting products. I've been on every kind of a church fete, school function, to I've traded on game lodges, literally where there's wild animals just on the other side of the fence. So I've got a huge amount of experience in there, and there'll be a lot of crafting courses that I've created in the past that I'm not going to charge you for. They're going to be here in this training. I've just got to track them all down and upload the videos, and it now becomes free. Something that was $50 is now built in. It'll be in here. But you might not be building a crafting course to make money from crafting. In other words, like, here's one. I'll play you the... That's not the right noise. But the name on a grain of rice is something that I actually did full-time for a couple of years, and I'm thinking of resurrecting it. I've just got to get the right pen. I bought pens and they failed. That was the pens I was rattling. But I think it's something that I can build up a nice, tidy $2,000 or $3,000 income through Etsy from it, just for fun per month. I'm talking about, right? And think about that. I'm treating that as pocket money, $2,000 or $3,000 extra per month, because the money is high and the work is so little. It's so quick. It's scary. So, crafting, big niche. Go into places like Etsy. Just go and look for a list of crafts. I'm not joking. The list just kind of never seems to stop. It's a really cool place if you're a crafter, where you can put together quick little cheap courses. I say quick, they'll still take you a week or two to build, but it'll be a course on how to do a marbling technique properly. And in the course, you'll show 3 different marbling techniques. We're talking about paint marbling, faux finishing. So you'll teach people how to do faux finishing, and each of the courses $5. And it's 3 or 4 videos. And you tell them, okay, bunch the paper like this, go, and it's all on video done. People pay. They kind of feel happier to pay you than it's only $5. Then go and try the free ones on YouTube. Plus, also, once they like you, they're going to come and get all of your crafting courses one by one by one. It's a beautiful thing. Poof, local search as a niche. Okay, so I'm going to cover local search as a business idea in the training, proper training, like when we get right down to, like, you want to do local search. There's things like rank and rent. It's my complaint with this. You can hear I'm like starting to swallow my own tongue. The problem with local search is that a huge amount of the time it involves clients. Clients, in my case, I've proven, equals stress. Stress equals pain, fibromyalgia, and pain, not nice. So local search is kind of what I've been doing. I've been helping a lot of businesses building their website, setting it all up. And one of the first things that come up is very often it's a local search product. And the problem is it's not quick. Oh, I can show you tricks, and I can send you to courses where they claim they copy paste a website. I swear there's one right now that's live. And when I say right now, we're September 2019. You might be watching this video in 2021. But anyway, there's this course that's just, I'm not joking, I promise you, he's talking numbers of like you can't believe. He's talking $10,000 per month income minimum, easily, he says. And he says you simply rank and rent with copy paste an hour's work. I swear he said an hour. And then he kind of adds in a couple of more hours to make it rank. Total pages 12, and you've got a ranking website that works, and you then charge people $1,000 a month through it. And I'm thinking, ooh, no, I've been there, I've done that. I've loaded and I've built and I've got them past 20, 30, 40 pages, and I'm still not ranking. It's not that easy. You'd have to really, really be lucky. Maybe his course teaches you to find total weird niches, like I don't know what they are in local search. But sorry, before I just confuse you, whatever the hell local search is. Local search is when you add a town to something. So it's a product. Let's say you're a hairdresser. You cannot cut somebody's hair if I'm here in Canada, somebody from London, they're not going to come to me for a haircut. Google knows that. So when somebody here in Brantford or within the area nearby to me searches for hairdressing salon, Google's only going to serve up the answers for local search, because you don't even have to put in Brantford here. Google knows where you are. Google knows stuff. Take care. But I like that Google knows stuff. I love that Google knows I like crafting. I love that Google knows I'm likely to prefer to look at electronic stuff or survival or camping things. The suggestions are exactly what it's all about. My history teaches people, Google, sorry, my bad, that's what I want. So local search works the same. Google knows everything. Google will immediately pull up the results and give you what you need. And you can build websites for people that do that. Now, you can also, so that's okay. I'm going to tell you avoid that like the plague because of stress. But it's not, I'm going to do training on it. Don't panic. You'll find it. It's a different story, though, if you are building it for yourself. Now, that's cool. I'm happy to teach you how to do that without going the whole way through it, because now you are person. Here's one I want to try, but it's just a thought. I doubt I'll ever do it, because hello, I've been wanting to do this for, well, truth be told, 25 years. But now I'm in a position where I could do it. I'm very new in Canada. If I get permanent residency and able to start a business here locally, I will almost certainly think of a hobby that works. And I want to do stained glass front door inserts. So now I'm not going to be shipping my stained glass, things to people right across, in Vancouver. No, unlikely. Maybe people will, but hell, I'd hate to post a stained glass thing. I can't imagine it ever getting there in one piece. But anyway, it's a different story for here. So I would literally build a local search stained glass somehow. There'd be a huge amount of keyword research problem there, by the way, because I know I'm in a small town and I suspect that nobody even looks up doors. They literally just go to the local, hardware store and buy a door when they need one. I doubt they're looking for luxury doors. So it would involve a fair amount of, I'd build a site, I'd then probably just do social media, literally post pictures. Do you prefer a horse on your front door, or would you prefer it to look like a church? I got no idea, but I'd do anyway. Local search, good business idea if it's for you. Bad business if it's got clients. Oh, my bad. If it's for you, and then you've got clients, watch out. Now you've got people coming to have their hair cut. You're having a bad fibro day. You're in so much pain. You just got to go lie down, and the doorbell, gong, 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 and you've got to tell them, go away. Sorry. Services. Services would be things like, well, local search too, services, but it's more online services. So, what's that word? Transcribing, graphics. There's lots and lots of stuff. They're niche ideas that work. I would tell you to avoid them because they're also client orientated. But maybe it's something that you could put it out there and pre-do it, and then they buy pre-done ones or something like that. Like article writing sort of falls under there. We can chat about that. They do exist. They are niche. I'll tell you to kind of avoid them. Software, good one too. If you are kind of that way inclined. If you look at my, let's finally get off of here. I've been talking on one screen all this time for you. My bad. They wanna, because I was in full. Let me show you. What was I going to show you? Software as a service. One second. Sorry, quickly finishing my coffee at the same time. Okay, so I wanted to show you that if you go back to the page where I've said popular ways to make money, software or software as a service would cover WordPress themes, plugins, apps, email, business to business, business to middlemen. There's a lot of different stuff related to this, and some will be heavily competitive and heavily client-centric. So you've got to watch out for that. On top of that, when you go up here, I think it's here where I warn you about my bias here. I'm kind of an artist and long before I'm a techie person. And software falls under, let's go back here and look at it, software falls under technical stuff. Having said that though, there's lots of software or software as a service stuff where you don't actually have to be the guy that does it. You've just got to be sending that to them. So in other words, somebody needs, let's pick an obviously easy one because it's not your email software. So you sign up with Aweber and you just literally talk about the benefits of email, 20 ways to use email, how to build an email list, blah, 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 blah. I can give you thousands and hundreds of, there's so many ways of, and you probably should learn to use email software yourself. But once you do that and you teach people the good and the bad and the pluses and the minuses, and it's something that my clients are forever, old clients, please don't give me new clients, that I used to have, are forever saying, Rob, how do we? It's just even the software, is it called client? An email client? Well, anyway, it's like Thunderbird, I think it's called. I use Outlook. But again, all you do is put together videos talking about that, showing about that, and then eventually, so really what I'm saying is you build an authority website. It's still authority or an affiliate marketing site, but your love for that specific software kicks in and you're sending people off to wherever it is, Photoshop, to teach them, and you're getting residual or at least commissions from them. So there's lots of ways to make software as a service or pure software work for you. Right, it's been 41 minutes. This has been a very long one. I probably should warn everybody when you get to there. But it's nice, in my opinion. I don't care that I've taken long. I think, in fact, I could talk about each one of these for an hour or two. And eventually on my site, I probably will. But it's so important that you get your understanding of the overall correct, and then you get, once you understand keyword research, niches, options, buyer intent, buyer keywords, you're starting to get all of that together in your head, that I can then point you in the right direction to where you actually are doing a type of website that, excuse me, is absolutely perfect for you. An e-commerce, a blogging, a blogger, a print on demand, or a membership site, a directory. It doesn't matter. But it's got to literally be perfect, because once it is, it's so cool. By the way, I wanted to make a crafting directory because it becomes a service and it's a local search service. So if you put up a directory only for crafters, or let's go with jewelry people, only for jewelry people in fact, you can click off now. I'm done with this, by the way. So let me show you this as an example. I want to research the niche of crafting and jewelry, and I want to set it up as, look at the options for it, okay? So I really should be doing this as a proper separate video, but now I would literally do jewelry. Well, let's do Brantford. This should be amusing, but I would do London, people, please, because there's obviously a huge amount of people. Let's stop. Let's do Toronto. They're close enough for me to go there. 3,600 people. Look up that. 3,600 there. 70, 170. You know what? There's enough. Check this out. How beautiful is this? Jewelry stores just on Blue. Oh, they're going to bounce me here for saying it with the South African accent. But let's just stick to the one, okay? So jewelry stores Toronto, 64 million results. Now watch this. I doubt there will be directories. We've got an ad for a store. There's a custom ring specialist. They're on Yonga and Queen and Rafi Jewelers and Blue Nile. Here they all are there. I made you look as cool. Michael Hill, People's Jewelers, the best jewelry stores. Here we go. Blog 2. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom before you get there. So blog2.com is ranking. Oh, this means this will work instantly. It's ranking for all of this. Okay, so now I can tell you now is that a decent jewelry stores, Toronto jewelry store directory will work. Now here's the problem. You have to find out that point of pain as to what they will pay you to get traffic from them. And in the directory training, or the classifieds directory probably training, I will show you how to build out a site that works to where you actually can get people. So try and give you an idea. Let's go back to this Yonga and there we go. Perfect. Indian jewelry stores in Toronto. 210 people. Right now, I need to be, this is so cool. It comes up in Yelp. A shock. Indian people. Right, so it's cool. Now, it's local search. It's slight gremlin, because you're going to lose half your people to these. But now you're going to get top test bin. This is it. This is Yelp. You want to beat Yelp out on this one, right? And you would do that for anything. But remember, once you're doing this, look here, Indian jewelry stores in Mississauga, Indian jewelry near me, Airport Road, Scarborough. You got to check that's not the UK. But yeah, when you've done all of this, Brampton. These are all. That once they start to collect in categories on your website, and you've got, this is very, very important, your silo structures, and you've got to set up, you're going to get people coming to that page for jewelry stores Mississauga, and on that page you will put 10 jewelers, and those are the ones that are paying you that, whatever it is, only $50 a month. But now you've got a store, a page of Brampton jewelry stores only that are paying you $50, 10 of them, 5 of them. So you're only getting $250, but that's just Brampton. Mississauga, $250, whatever it is. So pretty soon you've got 10 of them, and now you've got a $5,000 a month income coming just because you've targeted a specific, you've merged. So let's go back to here. You've merged a service with local search, I suppose with crafting and shopping. You've turned all of that into a guaranteed directory product that helps people find what they want. And your clients are simply jewelry shops. When they stop paying you, you tell them, thank you very much. You take the traffic that you've proven you've sent to them to the next jewelry store, and you say, look, Joe down the road has been paying me for 9 months. He's moved on, or whatever reason, and I've got one spot open. I'm not going to dilly-dally. He's been getting 30 phone calls a month from me. 10, I don't know. My page, sorry, let's rephrase that. The page that he gets onto, here they are. It shows all 5 that I feature. Big, look at that page, look. That's the page. You get to run your ad on there for only $50 a month. And it's getting 600 views, 300, whatever it is. You get where I'm going. And now saying for $50, it's okay, cool, I'm in. Or not. You don't even wait. You don't have to lean on him, threaten him with a knife. No. You go to the next guy. Because it's such a good price for such cool traffic, it's money. It will sell itself. Okay, so now I'm really wasting your time talking about detailed marketing when it shows you how you can pair a niche into pieces and put it together on a style of website and kind of be guaranteed. By the way, having said that, once you've got that site up and running, you entrench it with all sorts of social media, Pinterest type images, etc., etc. At some point, you can almost walk away from it for 6 months, and it'll keep a year. You can add a page a week, and then you can do jewelry stores in Vancouver, and then you can do jewelry stores and then you can finally put together all of those together in a international top white gold wedding jewelry blah, 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 blah. You get where I'm going? And you've now got another place that they all move across and pay you money to from there too. Done. Whew. 49 minutes. I should be ashamed of myself. That's far too long. Okay, thanks anyway. Please don't bash me. Take care. Cheers.